Hey everyone, it's Shannon Gomez, a creator of Rebel Deck, and I want to do a special edition of the Rebel Deck reading where I'm about to call out all the mothers. I am a mother myself, and Mother's Day is coming up, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I understand that I'm guilty of that. But sometimes we have to have someone call us on our shit because we can't really see things because we're busy doing things, we're busy taking care of everyone else. And I want everyone to be able to walk into, the next couple weeks with a clear head, being able to accept the generosity and take the time because they've kind of dealt with some deeper issues or deeper things. And I'm including myself in that. I have 3 small children, three under the age of 8, and I deal with this stuff all the time. So if you are easily offended, or you're in your feels and you're not really feeling like getting your ass called out, please go to some other reader, some other site that will say that everything's great, because that's not what's going to happen here. So, I want to kind of let's air it out, let's get it out, let's see what the universe, what life wants to tell us as mothers, so that we can really make the changes we need to make, so that we can really actually enjoy motherhood, but also enjoy Mother's Day. Now, this can be for anyone that identifies as a mother, anyone that, bonus mother, stepmother, anyone that's mothering. Maybe they're taking care of, elderly people, whatever it is. This doesn't have to be, mothers of children. So anyone that kind of is taking care of someone else, is nurturing other people, that's what this is here for. So, it's about to go down. I'm about to call everyone out. Well, actually, I'm not about to call everyone out. I'm just going to, translate what life is trying to tell the mothers collectively. Again, if this doesn't feel like you want to hear this right now, then definitely go somewhere else. So I'm going to actually go turn off the air because it was bothering me last time. So hold on a quick sec. Okay, I'm back. It'll turn off in a second. All right, so let's get to it. It's not everyone else's fault, moms. It's yours. Fucking ouch. Okay, we, myself included, we do have a tendency to blame a lot of things. We blame schools, we blame our partner, we blame family for things. And this card is saying, you know what? It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. And not in a way to heap on more guilt and shame, and that is not what this card is about. I have another card in the deck that says that shit's just like, that's a waste of energy. This is about taking responsibility for how we live our lives. This is saying, okay, you know what? I was triggered. You know what? I should plan my day a little bit better. You know what? I should leave 10 minutes earlier, and I know, I know that seems like shit, like you want me to do something else. No, that's not what this card is about either. This card is about taking some time and kind of assessing what you can own and what you don't need to own. Because, there's a laundry list of all these things that how we can just really heap on the pressure. But if we cut all that shit out, we cut all the fat out, and we say, okay, you know what? This is what I have responsibility for. And I'm actually going to take responsibility for that. I'm not going to blame everybody else. And that way, we take our power back. I think that when we blame other people, it feels good for a while, but then we feel hopeless, right? We feel like we have no control. This card is about saying, you know what, no. Okay, you know what, I'm stepping up and I'm taking responsibility for these things. And I'm accepting that this is actually something that I can control, I can change, but I have to take responsibility for it first. And you're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Maybe you're blaming your childhood. Maybe you're blaming, past hurts and relationships. Maybe you're blaming something in your job where, I can't be the mother I want to be because of all the pressures that they are putting on it. And I know this card hurts. I know this card feels like, well, fuck you. Like, you don't know what I'm going through. Yes, all that. But is there a tiny space in your life where you could say, you know what? Yes, they hurt me. Yes, this happened. Yes, I'm under a lot of pressure. And this is what I can change. And this is what I can do. And this is how I'm going to look at it differently. That's what this card is about. Please do not message me and say, you're guilt shaming, you're doing all this stuff to mothers. No, I'm saying this as a message to take time and find out, really do an autopsy on your life and say, okay, where am I losing? It's like kind of like, you have a tire and it's just like leaking out a little hole because you're taking your energy, you're just letting it like seep out. Where can we plug in those holes and say, no, these are my responsibilities. This is what I can control. Fucking apologize. Okay. Yeah. Apologize for a reaction that you had to your children, to your partner, to yourself. Fucking apologize to yourself for, when you have you're in the middle of something like you wake up in the middle of the night and you take, inventory on your ass for all the things that you've done and you screwed up. Apologize to yourself. I'm sorry for doing that to you, body, to you, self, to you, mind. I'm sorry for that. Take a second to apologize to your spouse. You know what? I'm taking responsibility that this was my thing, and I'm sorry for the way that I reacted. And just because you apologize does not mean that you have to, you're not saying that you weren't hurt or there wasn't a justification for how you reacted. But again, apologizing, seriously, just do it. Apologizing actually, again, takes back the power. I think this, I haven't seen these cards except for right now, and I'm getting a feeling that this is going to be about, again, empowering the mother, empowering, what we can do instead of just always feeling so burned out. What are the action steps that we can do to feel better? And apologizing is something that we can say, hey, you know what? I screwed up. Maybe you grew up in a family that didn't apologize for anything. And it's actually really freeing to be able to apologize for something you screwed up. And maybe it's really healing for your children or your spouse or a friend, that you popped off on, to say, you know what, God, I'm sorry I did that. And I'm not going to justify myself, but I just want to say that I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what other punches life has for us today. Oh, okay. Money. All right, make it rain. So there's something about finances that is going on in your life as mothers. Maybe it's time for you to, make a change in your professional life. Maybe it's time for you to start a business. Maybe it's time for you to save more money. Maybe you have been, spending money, without being mindful. And I'm definitely not saying don't treat yourself, because I'm all for that. But, you'll know if you kind of look into where your finances are. And, a lot of times if you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a mom that's taking some time off work, you think, well, I can't make any money right now. Are you kidding me? Well, it doesn't always have to look like that. You can sell something. You can actually just save. People don't realize that saving money is actually, making money, especially for someone that can't work outside of the home or can't work another job aside from raising children. Please don't mistake me for what I'm saying. Raising children in the home is not a job. It is a fucking job. And I've been doing it for, 9 years. And so I know how hard that is. But this card is, telling you to look at your finances, to look at how you're spending, to look at how you can increase abundance. It doesn't always have to be money. It can be abundance. It can be, abundance of love and affection and passion and things like that too. So this represents things, passion type things. So look in your life, where can you increase the love and affection and the money and the abundance of time to do things that you really want to do. All right, again, you're giving away your power. You're a badass. You're a badass, act like it. So where in your life, again, I keep getting this image of like a tire with a hole in it. Where are you leaking your power? Where are you allowing your partner, your children, society, family issues, work to dictate what they know is best for you? And we do take care of a lot of people. We do take care of those things, but are we always doing it the best way? And are we really, sometimes we think that when we're not in our power, when we're not strong, then, well, that just means that I'm taking care of other people, or I'm being, people say that I'm too much. I'm being too much. I'm being too emotional. I'm being too this. I'm being too that. Well, fuck that. No, go to the place underneath that. If someone's saying, oh, you're too much. Well, fuck what you're saying. Okay, what are you really telling me? And how can I, regain my power? Because what you're saying makes me feel like shit. So how can I take my power back from that situation? And according to the cards today, a good place, like if you don't know really where to start, like say you're like, you know what, yes, I'm giving away my power, but I don't know what to fucking do about it. You can start by admitting that I am giving away my power. I'm going to take responsibility for that. And I'm going to apologize to myself, to the people that I haven't responded the best to. And, you don't always have to do that verbally. You can write them a letter, or you can even do it in a meditation where, maybe those people have passed away, or maybe you don't have contact with those people anymore and it just doesn't feel right to reach out to them. You can kind of do it in a meditation where you're saying, you know what, I'm sorry for my part in this, and you deserved a better response than what I gave you. So you can do that. And then you can kind of look at the abundance areas in your life as well. You can look at where have you been giving away your power when it comes to finances, when it comes to, romance, when it comes to, time and all those things. Where are you giving away your power in those areas? Okay. So, and take back your badassery. You are a badass. This card would not come up if you weren't a fucking badass. You weren't a badass as a mother, as a woman. If you identify as a woman, you wouldn't be, this card would not come up if you weren't a fucking badass. And if you actually go to a really deep part in yourself, you know that you are a fucking badass and that you can handle all of these things. You don't have to run away from taking responsibility. You don't have to run away from finances. You don't have to run away from apologizing. You can model these things and you can do it. I know it hurts. I've had to do it myself. I do it a lot, and it's not fun. But this card is coming because you have been giving away your power, and it's time to stop. It's time to stop now. Okay, the last card. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you. Listen to that shit. So I love that this card came up because a mother's intuition is one of the most potent things in the universe. And everyone's intuition is, of course, strong. And, but there's something a little extra about someone who has to care for people all the time. And you kind of extend your spidey senses, right? So this is telling you that you have something going on inside of you that you haven't been paying attention to. It doesn't have to be something dark and scary either. A lot of times people think, oh my gosh, my intuition is telling me something and it's this awful thing that's going to happen. No, intuition, it's something that's not, you can't shake it. There's something that's saying, okay, you got to do this. You got to change this. You got to look at this. And you're not really listening. You're not listening to it. And so this card is reminding you, hey, listen to that, because you have that intuitive voice for a reason. And you know, even if it just means that you take one little tiny step, you don't have to all of a sudden, you know, sell everything and take everyone on a, you know, in a trailer or whatever and go, unless that's what you want to do. Maybe it's just, you know what, I'm going to take 30 seconds to do these squats right now because my body's telling me, you know, I got to move a little bit. I got to move a little bit more. It's as simple as that. And then it has this amazing ripple effect where your intuition goes, oh my God, she's fucking listening. Oh my God, they're listening to me. What else can I tell them? What else can I say to them to get my message across? So that little voice inside you, listen to that shit because it has a lot to say. And I don't want it to get drowned out by all the responsibilities you have to do. So again, this is a call out to the mothering energy, to all the mothers out there taking care of people, taking care of, you know, even animals. If you're taking care of a shit ton of animals and, you know, like you're feeling it's wearing on you, you know, this can apply to you as well. And this is not to shame, this is not to blame, this is not to add more things on to the guilt that moms already have and that I have. It's not for that. It is to say, okay, I'm gonna take a breath here and I'm going to look at the areas that I can work on because I'm the only one that can do that. I can spend time leaking my energy out, but at the end of the day, I'm the only one that can change my situation. If I don't like it, I have to change it. And I have to take responsibility and I have to look at the things I don't want to look at. And I have to realize that I'm not 100% in my power. And I have to listen to the little voices and the little messages that come through and give me help. So thank you guys. This is an extended reading and this is something that I feel passionate about because, again, I am a mom. And, you know, if you're drowning and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, you know, therapy is always a great, yeah, here's my little one just came in the door. I'm definitely going to have to wrap it up because she will not let me do this. That's why I have to always do these things very early in the morning. You know, find a therapist, find a mother's group, find your support to go and do your work, a safe place so that you can say, you know what, I'm feeling very vulnerable. I realize I have to apologize. I realize I have to take responsibility and it hurts and I don't know what to do with it. And then you have a support group to say, yes, we see you. We're proud of you for taking a step into change and we want to, you know, lift you through that. So I am honoring, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. You know, check out rebeldeck.com. I'm actually having a Mother's Day sale until the 4th where you can get 15% off on Amazon. It's a deep discount for Mother's Day. So that way you kind of do something different for your mom. You know, flowers die, chocolate, you know, a lot of moms don't want all the sugary stuff. So this is something different. Get them a Rebel deck, get them the original, get them the couples, get them the game, do something, you know, mix it up a little bit for the moms. But I honor all the mothers, all the mothering energy, all the people that identify as mothers. I honor all the work that you do. And I feel honored to be able to be on this path with the other mothers. And I also send out love to the people that have a hard time during Mother's Day or a hard time during if they haven't been able to give the mothering energy that they've wanted to give in this lifetime or yet. So I do acknowledge that. And I'm sending love out to those people as well. So you guys have a great week. And, you know, I will be doing a Mother's Day I'm thinking I'm going to be doing a Mother's Day reading that's a little bit more like go you, you know, good job moms. But I had to get this out first. I had to, the universe was saying, you know, you gotta, let's do this. Let's work on our stuff so that way they can really receive during the time of Mother's Day or even this month or even in, you know, moving forward just in general. So thanks a lot so much, you guys. If you love this vibe, please subscribe and follow me on social media. We have a lot of cool things coming up and I really appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks and watching. Bye.